Thank you for joining me today and joining us in this regional user event here in Denver. I'm very happy to be with you. And actually, I was looking for this discussion for a long time.
Well, as I am, I think the opportunity here to speak at the regional user group is something that myself and on behalf of Sierra Nevada, we are excited to be part of the ENOVIA community.
So you live in a complex environment, right? So, but maybe about yourself. I mean, who you are and what is your role at Sierra Nevada, and what is keeping you up, at night or early in the morning?
Absolutely. So I'm Jon PABST. I'm the Senior Director of Product Development for Sierra Nevada, and I've been with the organization about 16 years. I've spent my career in digital transformation, so I've been working in this capacity in various different industries for about 30 years. Interesting to reflect back on how long that's been, but it's a very rewarding journey. I am grateful for the opportunity I have at Sierra Nevada to help us propel and become a modern organization. So I've been in this role for about 4 years. We've been on our modernization journey since 2019.
Sierra Nevada is, I think, very famous in the US, but maybe, some people don't know what you are doing and the kind of very special products you are doing.
Yeah, so Sierra Nevada's been we're an aerospace contractor that's been around for around 60 years. We're a privately held, family-owned business, and we have a wide range of products, mainly produced in the United States, but we do have a global presence as well. Our company has prided itself as being an innovation center the entire existence of the organization. So we pride ourselves on being a solution provider, not just for products that we sell and services we offer, but also people coming to us with problems they have with a unique set of circumstances and necessity for aerospace and defense. So as we've continued on our journey to modernize our organization, we have really centered on the 3D Experience platform to be that centerpiece of that innovation and modernization campaign. What's interesting for Sierra Nevada is we have a very wide-ranging set of business areas and business units within those areas, and working towards getting to a common platform for collaboration and economies of scale, modernization. That's really been top of mind with our digital transformation so far. I'm pleased that we've made the progress and journey by consolidating tools. We've merged into one PLM system in 3D Experience. That is not without its challenges. That's been difficult, but SNC is a very resilient company. Our culture is one of accepting a challenge, and we rise to the occasion, and I'm proud to be part of that.
Summarize for us what was the situation you were starting from, and actually, why the urgency to do something?
We need to maximize our resource. That was really driving our need for innovation. We traded a myriad of tools and down selected the 3D Experience in 2019. With that decision, we also made the tough decision as a business to decide to start consolidating our tools. So we had to interview and do multiple trial runs of finding the right implementation partner for 3D Experience, along with being able to migrate our legacy data and our systems into 3D Experience. So this past month, we've actually just completed our last data migration. So tremendous feat by the team. We've consolidated down to 3D Experience. I think we've migrated several million records across a couple year span. So it's a feat, and I'm proud to be. I'm very proud of the team that's done this. I could not have done that without them. And now that we're on the other side of this, we look forward to the innovation that's going to come with strengthening our business and embracing the platform.
So how many different PLM systems at the beginning?
We had 2, and we consolidated to 1. And then we have a PDM system that we helped modernize, and we have that running in the background with PLM, with 3D Experience.
How many CAD system or CAD solution?
We're interesting in that because we're so diverse, we have to, we are a multi-CAD house, so Power BI, we look forward to the advantage with that, but we haven't really deprecated any of our CAD systems. We look forward to embracing the multi-CAD with 3D Experience and really getting where the product needs it and can be multi-CAD, we're going to do that. Otherwise, we're going to go all in and being board and digital with CATIA, mechanical and electrical.
So I think that you're also, of course, a big user of SolidWorks.
Yes, very big SolidWorks presence. We're going to continue with that and look to continue to harmonize and bring those 2 CAD systems together. One of the things that's exciting for SNC is we're actually partnered with Dassault and Cadence to bring the Allegro electronics design suite into 3D experience. So that'll be a campaign we're working on this year, and look forward to that coming into production in 25.
So both multi-CAD for mechanical and also electronics.
Yeah, I'm proud that we're going to be having a multi-domain CAD solution using one PLM system. That's always been, I'd call it the holy grail of the industry, to get to a place where all of your product data can be in the PLM system. And I believe S&C is going to be able to achieve that vision.
I'm getting many questions from many clients and users about Power BI and how is this working, and can it really handle different CAD systems, including competitive software?
It's a great question. When you're multi-CAD, trying to align all of that CAD data to be healthy in the PLM system has to be top of mind. It's important to realize that you have to use the non-native CAD tools in a manner that suits the PLM system. CATIA V6, that has to be something you start with, and then change your practices to be able to use SolidWorks or Creo or NX or any of the non-native systems, because although there's an integration, that CAD data, when it's ingested into 3DX, needs to act like it's CATIA data. And at the end of the day, doing CAD well is important, because the CAD systems are built on data integrity, and what Power BI offers that other solutions don't is it helps you recognize where you have a data integrity issue. Power BI will warn you that you don't have something that's quite right and pay attention to it. Other systems that I've used, it's not quite as intuitive or as obvious that you might have a downstream problem if you bring that information in. So that's it was a pleasant surprise to realize that Power BI had that, I'll call them early warnings. It will heed you well to make sure that you're listening to what the systems tell you. I think the one thing too I would encourage everybody to consider is, when you're embarking on your multi-CAD journey, really find the right implementation partner and speak with Dassault. Dassault's got some wonderful resources in the Power BI community. Make sure that you're reaching out to say, I'm endeavoring to do this. I'd like to get some best practices. I'd like you guys to kind of watch over what we're doing. I found when we did that, that accelerated our understanding of what Power BI can and can't do.
Can you maybe, again, without of course sharing secret things, but I mean your view on how this transition happened, the difficulties that you have faced, or some recommendations for our user community?
Absolutely. So the challenges that come with trying to do a data migration is, you don't really know what's in the data till you start unpacking it and looking at it in the new system. When you do those data migrations, it exposes what I call the gremlins in your data, and those gremlins have to be solved in 3D experience so you can use the data. The point of migrating isn't just so it can sit stale. Yep. You want to be able to continue to use that product for years to come. So finding the right migration partner to help us make sure that that data not only migrates, but you can use it on the other side of the migration is critical. And we made some very specific decisions around what would get migrated, what wouldn't. What do the products that come across look like, and can we use them on the other side after the data migration? So it was a very intentional, at times tedious process, and it was just methodical through rehearsals, testing results, finding things that didn't work, having to fix and repeat them. I will say that we've done both big bang migrations, where you migrate millions of objects at once and break them into smaller mini migrations. Yeah. Both have their challenges. I think the recommendation I would have for anybody is, if you're going to do big bang, make sure that you have everything laid out and understand the destination system in 3D experience before you do migration. One of the advantages of doing the smaller ones is you can learn as you go. So that's one thing that we've advocated for, and I would advocate for other folks, is do a smaller migration and get used to using the system, and then as you get more comfortable, bring more data over.
Yeah, to make on a progressive basis. Yeah, I think it's a very simple, I would say, but I think very important advice.
I think that's key. Simplicity in migration is always a tough balance to achieve, but when you can find that, you'll have a lot of success.
And usually when most of the clients, of course, all of the clients who have been using some PDM or PLM system for a long time, they have a big history of data, which is in there. So did you do some data cleaning or some data selections on everything?
Yeah, as you do your data migration analysis, the ETL, the extraction, transform, and load, that extraction piece, a lot of people miss the importance of how do you transform the data. That transformation is not just putting it in the system, but it's also cleansing or healing it so you can use it. And through the incremental migration and those rehearsals, it lets you tune that migration to have the best outcome for that data set. So again, if you do big bang, you've got to do a lot of regression testing to make sure all that data is going to be able to be used on the other side versus more incremental. You have the opportunity to really fine tune and hone as the data matures, because not all data in the existing systems created equal either. So that's a challenge.
Then you can mitigate or even, obviously reduce the risk of those kind of projects.
Yeah, and with the data migration, one of the things that's really important with any campaign with adoption is the organizational change management component. We have a wonderful OCM team at S&C that, in hindsight, I would like to leverage them more, and I'd recommend people consider when you're doing a migration and adoption event, even if it's brand new or migrated, doesn't matter. Really put people at the forefront of that process, and that's something that was reinforced time and time again. So we've become much more intentional and work on every day getting better about making sure the users and the people that have to do the work, we're enabling their ability to do that, do their job better.
So how far are you in this transitions? What is accomplished already? What is coming next?
Yeah, I'm proud to say that we're past the big data migrations. We've moved both of our business areas into 3D Experience, so we're looking forward to closing out the data migration programs and then moving forward with furthering
our CAD system?
Yes, we've moved all of our data over that we're going to move, and we're looking forward to moving forward with 3D Experience. We're going to be moving to an upgrade. The completion of the month of October, we should be live with a switch from 2021 to 2023. I'm excited for that. A bunch of features come with 23 that I look forward to leveraging and unlocking value for our users. There's a lot of things that we need to put in place to make the system much more usable for them, and our users are driving our pipeline. So they ask, and we work to respond as quick as we can.
Jon, can maybe, I don't know, if you can share some feedback from some users. For the one who have been live now for some time, I understand that there is always the transition on the learning path as usual, but any feedback to share?
So, great question. The feedback I would have is, when you have a myriad of CAD users like we do that have been doing it for their entire career, or they're recent college graduates and they're doing design engineering for the first time, what I have found is the newer community of users, if you point them in a direction, they're just going to go. The thing that I found with our experienced users is showing them the way and letting them drive and understand what the system's doing, and then getting that feedback and having them help refine how we have to change our practices or approach the SO with, hey, we don't quite think this is working as we expect. Can you help work through that? Those experienced users are very valuable in making sure that we have a successful journey.
And I guess that there is, as part of this is the change management process, and I guess that getting them involved is helping in changing their thinking, or at least to accelerate the change.
One thing that I'd accentuate as well is Power BI isn't an IT solution, it's a business solution. So you need to make sure that the business IT and your business systems people are all aligned around, we need to harmonize together and partner to make this work. So it's not just about turning the software on, it's making sure the software is effective. And again, the user has to be the centerpiece of that, I'd call it ideal state, because once that ideal is realized, the power of these tools is unlocked. And the users will gravitate towards them. You really have to be intentional about making sure you captivate what the users need.
You mentioned that you are going to release up to a recent release next October. So you have been very busy for the last months, years. What is next?
So great question. What's on our horizon is, with all of the work we've been doing to get to a more modern place in our journey, we've won some recent program awards that are transformational for S&C as a business. So this idea of being born digital is an internal campaign where we're working to leverage the platform from Cameo, CATIA V6, mechanical and electrical, and really driving that imprint of, we start day one with being born digital. The programs that we've recently won,
so MBSE.
Yes, absolutely. So we have to embrace that system engineering, driving the design, driving the manufacturing. We sat through the presentation today of how you tie all the requirements together. I'm excited to take that journey on with our team and start putting that in place for the programs that need it.
So you are going to be busy still, right?
Everyone thinks that there's going to be a breath. I think we need to take a pause, but we're going to continue sprinting. Yes, absolutely.
John, thank you very much.
Absolutely,
And,
Stephane. It's
looking
always a
forward.
pleasure.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
Thank you.